Hey everybody, welcome back to So Blessed Pops, and today we just got back from the Great Lakes Comic Con right in Warren, Michigan, and there was a big, huge celebrity there that we got to meet, talk to, and got some autographs. So let's dive into it and let's see what we got. Let's go.
Hey buddy, this is Larry.
This is Ryan. This is Zoe.
This is Trent, and this is
So
So Blessed
Blessed
Pops. Welcome back. I am so excited. We had a great adventure. I didn't take as many pictures or videos as I wanted to because I was doing this solo. And I was on a mission. We had a goal today when we went to the Great Lakes Comic Con. And as you can see over here and by the hat, I'm a TMNT collector and one of the greatest TMNT guys out there. Actually came here to Michigan and we had a chance to go stop by and see him. And I will say everything worked out pretty much perfectly the way it could. I got there about 15 minutes before they opened. I was expecting to have to sit outside. Got in there, nope. Walked right inside. They're like, yep, this is the line. Got in line. Got to talk to people in line, and Sunday was the day to go because the two people in front of me had went Saturday, and after waiting most of the day, they never got to see him, and they decided to come back first thing Sunday morning. They changed some stuff up, which I really like this, and it helps with the business there, talking to all the vendors out there, is for this particular person, since they were the big attraction, it was, hey, the first 50 people that get in, you're going to go right through the line. The next 50, you're going to get a ticket saying, hey, we're going to send over the intercom. You come in when we call you, and so on and so forth. And thankfully, we got into that first group, which I was shocked at, especially showing up only 15 minutes before they opened, but super excited. So that actually gave a lot of people time to walk around the con, see different stuff, and it helped out all the local vendors that were there. But thankfully we got in line, spent an hour in it, got out, got everything we wanted and needed. Then we went on our little adventure. So I'm going to save the big stuff for last, and we're going to kind of show what we did after we did our big signing. And starting off with this guy right here, Kyle Irving. If you've watched us, have been with us for a while, I actually recognized this guy's work after talking to him and the person in front of me, what they purchased. And I was like, hey, I remember you from, I think it was the Capital City Comic Con, or it was the Grand Rapids Comic Con. I was like, hey, I have that picture at home along with this, my other stuff. And we got to talking, had a lot of fun. It's cool, and we're going to see him again at Motor City Comic Con this year because he's got something really cool going on. But he is an artist, so first thing I saw was he had these stickers. So we have a Venom, and I grabbed the Spider-Man 2099. He does a lot of graffiti style work, and I secretly absolutely love graffiti. I've always, I still do want to eventually have a place where I can just have one wall that's just graffitied. I just love it. I just love the art style. But he had other stuff for sale, so we did get more prints. So this is the Carnage / Red Goblin right here we picked up. He didn't have any more Venom. I know I picked up Venom last time I was with him, but he did have this Red Goblin Carnage, which I saw that. I was like, yep, we're going to pick that one up. He had quite a bit that I did like, and I'm really excited for the new stuff he's got coming out that he will have for Motor City, because our next con is going to be Grand Rapids in April, but he will be at C2E2 for that. So needless to say, he said Battletoads, and my face just lit up, then his face lit up. I'm like, when's the last time you've really had anything cool Battletoads? And I just remember playing it as a kid and absolutely love it. So I'm excited for that. Then this next one is going to be a gift for a coworker, and we have Deadpool with the unicorn right there, and a little special guest right there. I saw this. I had to pick it up for her, mainly because he did a deal buy two get one free, so couldn't pass that up. And this was one I saw the guy have in his hands. I got super excited for, and this was his TMNT artwork he did. Um, yeah, absolutely loved it. And all these, he has his signature on all of them. But that was just a really cool piece. Had to pick up that one. And then we got to talking, and he actually, him and his wife actually have started their own comic book. He does all the art, and she actually writes the stories. And we decided to pick one up. He actually took a picture of us with it, just to kind of show how excited they were about this, because it's really cool. It's I haven't read it, but he kind of told me about what it is. It's he's your antagonist. Pretty much his power is art. So he'll graffiti and spray stuff, and that will come to life, and stuff like that. So I ordered that, and then he did. He said that hopefully when he comes to Motor City, he will be there for the next wave. But signed it right here, and then there's the other cover that comes with it. So super excited about that one. But I mean, the art is graffiti. It's fun. It's cool. And then he actually has his protagonist. He actually has half resin and plastic figures that he has. Has them for sale, and he actually uses his son, who I believe he said was 4, is the test subject. So before they confirm to keep going with it and make a production of it, they have their 4-year-old play with it, throw it around, stuff like that, because they want a nice hardy figure. So I thought that was really cool. So it was really cool seeing him again, and see what they got coming up. Next, so this was one thing that I really wasn't planning on doing. I wasn't planning on buying any pops, any figures. The art I even wasn't planning, but just talking to the guy. But we did find, boom, the Chase Michelangelo Bullseye. So happy we saw this, and especially be on the last day of con, and it primarily be a turtle focus for the headliners. This was still out there. Super excited to get it, and I got it for probably half of what PPG or what people are selling them on eBay Macari for right now. So super excited. We finally have one of the chases. And oddly enough, I was talking to the guy. I asked if he had it in the comments because we never got the Raphaels here. And I still need the Donnie chase, but I wasn't going to pass on getting this. Because if I knew I didn't grab it, that he was going to get it signed and keep it himself. So I was like, oh no, it's got to come home with me. So I picked that up for myself. The one pop we did buy while we were at con. The next is I ran into an artist. This is Eric Talbot. He does a couple covers for TMNT. So I saw this and I was like, all right, this is really cool. He had a couple different ones that I liked. But when I saw this one, and when he signed it, did the remark where he's got the turtle kind of poking out from the side. So super cool to have him do that. He has a couple other ones that I think we'll kind of go after. He had a couple that were closer on selling out. I didn't want to be the selfish guy and take the last copy of a couple that he had. So he ended up pulling a couple more of these out. So I was like, I'll take this. I like this version over a couple of the other ones. So this came from Jetpack Comics. I think that was the store he did the exclusive for. But I just love the cover of it. So yeah, there's that. Now we're going to move into the big stuff. And I got super excited. Like I said, in and out of the line in an hour. Was shocked on that. I was expecting to spend all day sitting in line and hopefully getting uh, an autograph. Um, and the other thing is with this con, they had exclusive comic books, covers that were just for that. And when we got our tickets, they were all sold out. Talking to a few people there, they were like, well, maybe you could probably find some vendors that have it and stuff like that. But I was like, we don't have time for potentially doing that. So we were like, all right, well, we'll just get in line. And sure enough, the great Kevin Eastman and his whole team, they had some stashed away for every day of the con, which would have been Saturday and Sunday for them, just for his line. And we were able to snag some of those. Let me show those first. So we have, this is an homage to an X-Men cover. So they had 3 different styles. We got 2 of the 3. So this is, I believe, this is the black and white variant, which had to get just kind of the old school Turtles of having black and white. And then right here in gold, Kevin Eastman himself signed. So super excited to have this one. Yeah, absolutely love it. This was part of the TMNT tour that's going on right now, and thankfully they were able to stop into Michigan. And a shout out to the TMNT collector for posting it on IG. I had no clue about it till I saw him kind of mark up on it and let people know. And we missed him. He was there on Saturday, but hey, we were able to show up on Sunday and get our stuff. This is the other one I was excited to get. Same cover, but we have the color version right there. Eastman signed it again right on top. Absolutely love this. Didn't want to be too greedy and get all 3 of them, but for sure these were the 2 that I absolutely wanted. So could not pass that up. On the back, since these were show exclusives, there's the back right there. Great Lakes Comic Con. So super excited to have these in the collection. CGC was there for grading and getting the slabs on and stuff like that. I thought about it. I think we're going to hold off just right now just because we kind of know one thing with autographs is I'm there personally. I know that it's authentic. I'm happy with it. I might get some of the snap-on slabs where it's not graded, but it's just a protector for those. But we'll kind of wait and see. The next, this is one that I was really excited to get done. We have the 40th anniversary of the TMNT. Super excited to have this one because my plan for this, now I wanted to take this whole, I'm going to try and post a picture of it right here, what the plan is, or the plan was. It just wasn't quite working out. I was having a lot of issues. So I decided what I'm going to do is just have the comic signed and not the plexi. Because more or less, I was going to take a comic cover. I think, I'll see if I can move this and it'll be okay. But, so, here's this. I don't know where I put the comic covers down here. So, initially I was going to have this comic cover on top. And they're still drying back here. But this, I was going to have inserted in the back like this. To sit like this. And I was going to have Kevin Eastman's sign right here and maybe do a remark or something like that. But just complication after complication of trying to get this work. Then I thought of a different setup to use. And just trying to get these sodas glued on was it's Raph is still having an issue because his feet aren't quite flat. But instead of taking it all there and it breaking and stuff like that, I decided we're just gonna get the comic signed, and then we'll find a way to make a nice little display of it. So we're doing that. That will get done here later on at some point when we have time. And then the last comic we got signed was right here, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie by Kevin Eastman and Laird. Had him sign this. This is one that, as a '90s kid, I of course gravitated to the live action movie first, before I got into the cartoons and later on into the other stuff. But that was a must for me to get this done. Super excited. Maybe one day we'll get some of the original comics and runs and stuff like that. But the first movie, I couldn't pass it up on. I have the second movie comic as well. Would love to get the third one and have both of those signed. But he was on a 5-item limit per customer, which I thought was really cool, and I think that also helped in the long run of getting as many people in there. Because the cool thing is it's not just here's my stuff, sign it and go. He takes time to talk to you, to get to know you. He may never see us again, but just for us as fans to be able to experience that was just awesome. Now we're gonna get to probably the thing I am the most excited about, the happiest I'm about, because now this is actually coming into fruition. The whole reason I got this was, yeah, it looked cool, but I had a vision for it, and we are starting that vision. And from the thumbnail, we have a skateboard here, but it is, of course, the GameStop TMNT Funko skateboard. And you look right on top, we have Kevin Eastman on top with the remark right here. That starts it off. And then we went and saw Jason Moore, which I didn't get a comic from him, but he did go right here with his autograph and remark. And then over here in the light blue, we have Eric Talbot. So super excited to get this done, because this is my vision for this board, is to get as many TMNT artists, creators, the actors, voice actors, anybody to be on this. My main focus is going to probably be mostly the artist on here. If I get to the point where I can meet the voice actors, I might have them focus on signing around the turtle that they did. And also be really cool if I could run into a couple of them that wouldn't mind sitting there and maybe doodling or coloring some of these characters in and having fun with that. But I am just super stoked to have started this. So now it's going to be a matter of making sure we keep this nice and protected. So if anybody out there knows that they even have a case or something like that for skateboard decks, comment down below. Let me know. Or message me on Instagram and say, hey, yep, this is where you need to go, because obviously I want to keep this safe as I'm going to con. When I had it with me, I had it just pretty much in my bag, and I was walking around like this so everybody could see it behind me. And I will say we did get a ton of compliments, and I did see a couple other people. There was another person in our first group that had a skateboard, and his was more of the Last Ronin style, but it was really sweet too. So I just think it's something unique, and this is what I want to do with it. And I just love the remarks that these guys were doing. Just taking time and detail to actually wanting to do it, and they got excited to hold on to it and do it. So that's going to be my piece that I'm going to be traveling with con to con, when I know there's going to be somebody there that can sign it, or do a remark, or just have fun with it. And then once I get that done, I may just start having people start doing the top of the deck as well, and then find some kind of way to just maybe do a 360 spin somewhere. But pieces of this resistance is right here. So glad that we were able to go and get that done. Um, we just keep chipping away at our 2025 goals, and I'm just super excited. If you haven't watched the other video that I was super excited to have about, that would have been um, released on the same Sunday with our last video about Venom. Now we have a pretty much a turtle um, episode. So yeah, it's I'm just ecstatic these last few days, this last week. So all I can say is thank you guys for sticking around. I see that it's hitting over 20 minutes. So we're going to be wrapping this up. So I just want to thank you guys once again for watching. Comment down below what was your favorite thing. Are you a Turtles fan? Who's your favorite turtle? Mine is Mikey. You can see right there. I do already have a Kevin Eastman signed $7 a pop Funko. That's why I didn't want to focus on taking Funkos there. Mikey's my favorite. Already have him autographed. I really thought about taking some of them down there, and unfortunately, all the new Ronin Pops didn't make it here in time in Michigan. My NFTs won't be here till probably the weekend after we saw him, which would have been a really bummer because getting him to sign one of the Grail 2-pack turtles or even the Freddy as Krang would have been epic because it would have been probably one of the first ones he's ever done. Considering they're just hitting people's houses right now. So thank you guys so much. We're working our way to 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. We might try and do a push here before our anniversary comes up about a month away. So thank you guys once again for all the support. So once again, thank you guys so much. I'm going to keep saying it because all of this, I wouldn't be driven to do it if it wasn't for the great people out there on the YouTube, on Instagram, just all our friends in this Funko and collectors community, just encouraging us to do what we love and to keep pushing forward. So until next time, So Bless Pops out.
Like.